Hey everyone, this summer our family went on the most amazing adventure and we want to share it with all of you. So follow along with us in the next few videos as we spend 32 days traveling over 6,400 miles by car and a 7-day cruise in between. We take you from our home in northern Minnesota all the way down to Miami, Florida with a pit stop in St. Louis just to have a little stretch. Once we're in Miami, we hopped on a cruise ship, the Norwegian Escape. Now, we've been on several cruises before, but this was our son's first one, and he was so excited. He absolutely loved it, and I'm really glad he did because we definitely want to cruise again. We hit up islands like St. Thomas in the U.S. Virgin Islands. We did a little bit of beach day, and then we also had a little road tour of the island as well. And then we were in Tortola in the British Virgin Islands. And here we did some zip lining and just another little land tour around the island. It was so gorgeous. And then we were down to the Dominican Republic. We got to hold some parrots and things. And then we were back in Miami. Once we were in Miami, we did some deep sea fishing. Now, being from northern Minnesota, we do a lot of lake fishing, but this is our first time actually doing deep sea fishing, and we can't wait to do it again. Our son, he would fish every day if he could, and this was definitely right up his alley. Here he is helping set up the lines. Next time we do the deep sea fishing though, we will definitely not forget some seasick medication, probably some Bonine the night before. Little tip for you too, don't forget that. We caught a lot of tuna here. My husband is catching a bonita tuna, and we also caught a few red snappers as well.
Nice.
Here we are with all of our catches. The next day we drove up to Orlando and hung out at Discovery Cove for the day. This resort is absolutely beautiful. We really loved it. It's a day resort where all of your food and drinks are included for the day, and there's tons of activities. We definitely enjoyed the pineapple frozen yogurt. We swam with the dolphins, and then we also snorkeled and things like that with all the fishies. Then we were down to SeaWorld, where we rode all of the roller coasters. We've been there before. We love it. And then we started making our way north. We hung out in Savannah, Georgia for a while. And let me tell you, if you've never been to Savannah, it's like a fairy tale. I love all these giant white oaks and all the moss hanging from them. It feels just like a fairy tale. It's so pretty. And then we were up to Washington, D.C., where we hit up a lot of the main attractions there, like Arlington Cemetery, the Washington Monument, reflecting pool, and things like that. Here we are feeding the duckies. They heard us opening granola bars, and they wanted to try some too. There we are at the Lincoln Monument and the Korean Memorial, and we also hit up the Museum of Natural History. We spent a lot of time in there. It was really cool. From there, we started making our way north again. We went around New Jersey and New York this time. We're gonna save that for another trip. But this time we went straight up to Boston, Massachusetts, and we walked the Freedom Trail and saw a lot of really cool things there too. And we also had some really, really great Italian food at this restaurant. Little man was pretty excited about it. And of course we had to try the gelato as well. So good. And we're back on the road again. Now we keep making our way north, and we are heading now to Bar Harbor, Maine. You guys, I could really go back here again and again and again every single year. It's so gorgeous. We spent a lot of time hiking around Acadia National Park and on Cadillac Mountain. It's so beautiful. If you haven't been, you need to go sometime. And then we continue making our way north into Quebec, Canada, and then heading west over into Niagara Falls. We spent a whole bunch of time touring around the Niagara Falls area. We did the Behind the Falls tour, which was really fun, and then we also did a cool sky tram trip as well. From there, we started making our way around the Great Lakes. We did a bunch of camping around the lakes. It was a lot of fun. It was very relaxing, had a lot of beach time, and from there we continued west and over to Michigan. When we were in Michigan, we ended up going over to Mackinac Island. It's so cool here. You guys, if you've never been or don't know about Mackinac Island, they don't allow any motorized vehicles. All their transportation is by horse or bikes, and it's so cool. Even our taxis were horses. And our final stop of our trip was the Kalahari Resort in the Wisconsin Dells before finally making our way home. Of course, there are always shenanigans with this family, and we wouldn't forget to include those for you guys as well. Here's a little montage roll of a few of those, little sneak peek for you.
Yourself a star on one of those.
It really was the most incredible journey, and we're so excited to be able to share it with all of you. Make sure you follow us to see all of our coming videos breaking down this epic adventure, and until the next video, cheers!